Ciao, 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 ciao. I do not even care about my hellacious travel day. I don't even care about my 36 minutes of sleep last night. You'd really never be able to tell from how ecstatic we are in these clips, but during our 10-hour flight from Philly to Naples, I had planned on getting minimum of 6 hours of sleep. Hopefully 8, but minimum 6. And y'all, I didn't even get 1. That's not even the worst part though. Before I even stepped foot on the ground in Italy, as I'm getting off the plane, my water bottle explodes and dumps all over into my vlog camera. I'm not ready to talk about it, so we'll just move on. I still hadn't quite accepted its fate yet, so we didn't have stamina for an intro, but we headed straight to get pasta and pizza. Ciao, voiceover Jennica coming at you, because I just realized that I did not get really any good horizontal clips of this place. And I wanted to share how gorgeous this Airbnb was. Marissa found this for us. We were staying with 5 girls, and y'all, we stayed so comfortably. It was so roomy and spacious. Like, this is filmed on 0.5, but I promise you, like, it is vast. We could have all had every suitcase, every bag opened, and every crevice of this place, and still had a dance party between all of us. Like, it was just so beautiful. I didn't even get the other rooms. I feel like I should have filmed more of this because it's such a beautiful, beautiful place, and it really like wasn't terrible split between all 5 of us, but it really kind of was high up. That wasn't kind of mentioned in the review, so I will leave this linked. But I wish we could have even spent more time in this place because it just deserved all of the love. Now, 1 shower though in this. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Italy vlog. You guys, we have so much to catch you up on. We really do. But for now,
we've been here like literally 24 hours.
Not even. Oh, is it just now?
Yep.
Perfect. So we have a lot to catch you up on, but for now, we are headed to Shannon's welcome party. I'm so excited to see everybody.
Themed.
Yes, we're all in white. We look gorgeous, if I do say so myself. What is that? Is that a bird thing?
No, it's your eyelash glue.
Oh, I have a glued eyelash on Annica's foot. Okay, we can get that in the car. Okay, we did get a car to go down because we all are in white dresses, so we didn't want to be sweaty once we arrived. So, we're going to put in the car. Look at this view, though. Gorgeous. It says Shannon and Jane. So cute. What a perfect night. We got there at the perfect time, enjoyed every moment of sunset.
We said this is literally us in our best life.
Yes.
Anytime that we're on a boat.
Well, you're best on a boat. When we're on vacation, we try not to go to the same place a bunch of times. However, this little bakery, it's so good. We had a sandwich there yesterday. What did you got? Banana bread yesterday. Today we got croissants on deck. It was so good. We'll try not to come here tomorrow, but I can't make no promises. I guess I thought since it was rocks, I wouldn't sink like I do sand. But every time I tried to put, you can see my little feet print. I sunk so far in. You guys, this is crazy. Like, I have this photo in my living room. This is wild. And now I'm here. And just like that, we are wedding ready. Look how gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Marissa, you look so unreal. Look at this background. We just all like are sore from smiling. Our cheeks hurt. She has officially been to every country with me and never let me down. We are here. We are here. Bride pasta. So good.
In typical European fashion, let's get the napkins above the head, start swinging, as we welcome the new Mr. and Mrs. James and Jennica.
just bought a t-shirt. We decided we wanted to go to dinner, so I only had a swimsuit on. That's really, I really love the tanks. Look at the back of that. Look at the back of that one. That's so cute. I wish you guys could see the lemons on this tree. We've come to dinner. That's actually my dish. This is AJ's dish, but we had to do a little switcheroni, and oh my gosh, this is so good. Yum. We have so much updating to do, but for now, we have some really exciting news. I'm gonna share it with you at the same time I share it with Annica. Well, we're staying in Italy. We had some, there were some date mixes. Oh, hello.
Per usual.
There were some date mix-ups here and there.
When was the last trip we took and we didn't?
The thing is, we were going to lose a couple $100s on either a flight or a hotel.
It was going to be one of these.
And so we chose to lose it on the flight.
We choose every time.
Lose it on the flight. So be expecting a part 2 of this vlog to be even longer.
Even longer.
I meant to do a nice little aesthetic picture of this croissant with this background, and I literally got too excited and took a bite out of it and then was like, oh no, my croissant.
Shot like that is completely.
Yeah, it's the wildest thing. AJ and I just cannot stop talking about how the water here truly is just the definition of the color blue. Like, it's just a different, I hope that it comes across on camera because, you guys, it's the bluest blue. Our laughing has not been okay here. It really hasn't. We're saying about our favorite coffee shop. And just like that, we're on the last walk down. We're going to get some souvenirs, some merch.
Counted how many times we walked up.
We should have counted the stairs, or like what the flight, like wonder how many flights it would be considered.
One time I did almost count exactly how many stairs it was from the bottom of the beach up to the hotel that we were just at. Because, woo, brutal.
I love all these little restaurants on the side. Well. I know this is honestly not the best lighting, but
It's
where
just,
else could we have?
do you want lighting or do you want view?
Do you want lighting or do you want view? You've seen us a million times, and I know that this, but I mean, what I'm looking at right here. Come here, let me show you. Look at that, you guys. I know. Okay, so we have had a time in Italy. Positano was exactly what I thought,
Everything
but
I could have dreamed of.
in no way I can describe. It was just all the pictures and all the posters.
They're real.
The colors, every corner you take, it's just like you see people taking pictures all the time because like every single corner you take is
Picture
crazy.
worthy, yeah.
Okay, so here's the tea. We never really truly got to catch up after the plane, and what was detrimental to me was that plane ride. If it wouldn't have been Positano that we were landing in, like that we were arriving to, like I think my day would have been ruined for like 2 days.
Yeah, it was hard to keep the vibes up because something very detrimental to your mental health specifically.
We got on the plane at 7 and I thought by 9 that I would be asleep and I'd get 8 hours and we wake up here at 10.
I planned on like working a lot. Like on the plane I was going to work.
And I was like, don't you do that.
Like, you have to sleep.
If we get these 8 hours
in the airport so that I could sleep.
Because I didn't have any extra. I said, if we get this 8 hours, this won't throw us off. Like this will be like we're just waking up there the next morning. And I slept
she played herself.
36 minutes.
You're like, how do you know that? Aura ring.
My Aura ring said I took 2 naps. It didn't even have an overnight, like it didn't have a night of sleep for that for the first time ever. So we're getting off the plane, and it's like one of those planes that you're just like landed in the middle of you get off the stairs. She's going off like the front of the plane. This is also the first time I've ever been on a plane with like 30 sections. Yeah. So she was actually going off. We didn't sit together. She was going off on a different door than I was. So I was like grabbing all my stuff together. I only had my camera, my water bottle, and I think maybe my passport, or just like my camera, water bottle, and like boarding pass in one tote, because I was like, this will be away from everything. I'll have it here. You just getting down those airplane aisles, my water bottle like lid clicked onto something, and the entire it was probably like 3/4 of the way full, because then I didn't really like, I was like, I didn't want to go to the bathroom, so I didn't drink much more. A whole entire bottle of water spilled onto our Sony camera. So this vlog was mostly an iPhone vlog. We did have some other cameras, but
that combined with the sleep caused a major setback for you.
I wasn't convinced that the camera was totally gone at that point, so that was keeping my spirits high. I was like still pretty low from the not sleep, and then once we got in the car, which was, if you ever arrive in Naples, have a car pre-booked.
I'm going to have that.
We did have a car pre-booked with the other girls, but since we were trying to figure it out, we ended up taking that pre-booked car and just paid for the whole thing by ourselves.
Which we were supposed to divide with like 6 girls.
But definitely have a car pre-booked at that Naples airport to get you to wherever you're going.
No one will quite understand the state that we were in at that moment. Because we took no clips. It was a moment.
You would have seen a side of us that nobody deserves to see.
Terrible. So
we recovered from that for about 4 seconds when we saw the driver and put our stuff in and said, okay. Then Annica starts getting immediately nauseous.
I realized that I hadn't eaten, and that is detrimental to me.
The meals we didn't eat in the plane.
Yeah, so that just set me back personally, because I slept and I didn't have water spill on my camera, so that's where I went downhill.
But then she woke up with no caffeine or food.
Yeah. So once we got to Positano, though.
Yes.
We were great.
Oh, then there was never an issue again.
Different people.
There was totally fine. An issue again. Truly, I said, okay, yep, nope, all my problems are solved.
I'm okay.
We're good. Okay, first night really wasn't easy. She went to meet some people and have some pizza. Mm-hmm. They had a wonderful time. I went ahead to sleep. We woke up the next morning and we said, it's time to get this party started. We found a coffee shop that we ended up loving.
Loving multiple mornings.
Yeah, we went, I think, every single morning. But the main event for that night was, we bopped around that day, as you saw. But the main event really was the welcome party. I was like, you mean the wedding's going to be, like, we still have a wedding. Like, we got to meet at the port, and all of the guests got, like, ushered on these boat taxis, these beautiful, like wooden Italian, like, gorgeous boats, over to this other little beach club, up these beautiful stairs, like, wine. It was just an unreal experience. It was really the first time we were seeing everybody, and everybody was just so happy to see each other. And really one of the most fun parts about this wedding is, even when you were, like, usually I know a lot of people, but then I don't know anybody on, the other side or whatever, but this time, even all of the British people that were there, we always had stuff in common to talk about, or always had stuff to talk about, because there were questions about each other's cultures and things. It was just so perfect. And then the ride back on the boats at night,
it's insane.
Because I was like, is this going to look as pretty as at night, because all the colors and the buildings or what? But the lights, it was beautiful.
One of the things I was looking forward to the most about this trip was meeting Bella, which is James' little sister. She was on The Bachelorette with Mom, and everyone was so excited for us to meet, because I am always just kind of like not following you around, but just like,
it's still like, I'm Mom and Mom's friends.
Mom's friends group. Yeah. And like everyone includes me to max, but just like I never have someone my age. So I was so freaking excited. And she also brought one of her friends with her. She was so sweet. It was just like the little 3 of us bopping around, and I got to just like have my little group, and it was just so fun.
Because they're only 21, so
They're
they're
only
only,
21.
y'all would have been in high school together.
Yeah. AJ had some limoncellos.
AJ said, oh, I'm with the girls. I'm with my girls? Okay.
Yeah, so that, we ended up on different boats at night, but it was beautiful either way.
She did that on purpose. I saw her kind of hanging back, and I looked at Marissa and I said, she's trying to stay with her friends and be on this and not be on Mama's boat. And Marissa's like, you think? And I was like, oh yeah, she knows what she's doing. She waited until there was about 16 people because there could only be 16 per boat. I said, I know what she's doing. And as soon as our boat's pulling off, we hear her go, bye, Mom. And Marissa just died. I was like, I told you. I knew she wanted to stay with her girls, but it was. I'm like, when are you going to be 18 in Italy with girls your age? Like, and y'all already. I knew Bella and her would like hit it off instantly, and it was so fun because then when Bella was doing like family things, you got to be with Jolie, and Jolie had someone to be with. So
it was great.
It was great, and that just really got everybody
in the mood.
Ready to party.
It was a party.
Yeah, it was. I just was like, how is it going to keep getting better than this? And it did. We wake up the next morning. We wanted to have an early morning. We wanted to at least see the Positano Beach one day, and we knew that this was probably going to be our only time. So we went to the beach.
The blue chairs are just iconic. We got to reserve one. Whoever invented those little shades that go in front of your face, amazing.
That was nice.
I will say it's very rocky, but
I wish that I would have had little water shoes or something. But honestly, those chairs were $40 for the whole day, and then you can order food like scanning from right there. You can pop in and pop out. They're really nice chairs. I feel like if that's going to be one of your days, that's definitely it. And you can pop up to any of the restaurants. It is connected to one of the restaurants that we ate that first day, but we loved that.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
But we quickly had to head back up. We did have a little mishap right there because half of us went up to take showers and the other half would stay down, and so that we had two groups of showers.
Right, because there was only one shower, but there was one
bath.
tub like that. So we all were really, 5 girls were going to need the shower.
We messed up in the sense that Group A
I still can't believe we did
not
this.
have a key, but Group B had a key.
And Group B was down about
B.
100,000 stairs.
100,000 steps. So our plan didn't work. Then we had to rush even more getting ready. But I think it all turned out great. We listened to music. We listened it was just just like a girly time. We were early.
Oh yeah, we got to sit on the balcony and just get ready together. And okay, I have to get to the wedding. We start walking to the wedding, and already the walk, because we really figured out, by that point we had figured out the best route. We didn't have to do any steps. Do we have to do? No, we ended up taking the steps.
Just from the Airbnb down.
Yeah, just our little Airbnb, like little steps. It was a perfect little 6 or 7 minute walk. We got to the hotel, immediately greeted with like champagne, and I got a little hanky that said, "For your happy tears," which was needed.
Very needed. I was sobbing the whole time. So we had our little drinks and everything while everything was getting set up, and we were ushered down to the little terrace. It was beautiful. She did it.
If she doesn't have a call from Vogue, I'm gonna be surprised.
The way that she did the aisle angled instead of straight.
Okay,
Albert Einstein.
Because then it's just max views.
Everybody
was perfect. There were little fans for us.
It was very hot.
It was hot, and it was hotter than it was supposed to be. But you can't. We were
as long as you
were
were blocking the sun, you were totally good.
Yeah.
She asked for no phones in a very funny way.
So wonderful.
The person who was officiating the wedding was just wonderful.
Oh, that was one of the best officiants that I've ever.
Because it was a good time. Like you weren't. There wasn't a lull at all.
He was telling a story. Like he just the entire weekend flowed.
Beautiful.
We were never waiting for the next thing, or never wanting to say something to it was just when we were like, oh, this is next, we were all like, oh, perfect.
Yay.
I've never ever been to anything so wonderfully thought out. I mean, truly.
So dinner was actually above the club we ended up at later.
Yeah.
It's the only club on Positano, but we'll get to that later. Everyone had a little placemat with a little just beautiful touches.
You guys, she had handmade ceramic, because the big thing here is ceramics. So she had a family on another little island make plates for everyone with their last name in the plate. They're going to split them between London. They're sending 30 to London and 30 to America, but every detail.
And they have this really cool thing in London where they don't sit the party next to each other. So where we would normally be next to each other, they don't put even couples together.
Yeah.
So everyone was separated a little bit just to kind of mingle a little bit more.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
But Shannon and James really spent hours on that, knowing who would have what things to talk about. And everybody
put me
beside
next
me,
to someone who was involved with the pageant world, so I was able to do some talk.
And I was able to some girls my age, and then we were across from a couple that we loved. So
it was wonderful.
It was so wonderful. And one of the things that I took away really from this wedding was one of the big things that they do with more European weddings is for the speeches, they break them up.
In between
America,
each course.
it's the family speeches, the friend speeches, those are kind of all boom, boom, boom together. And someone said, well, that can get kind of boring. And I was like, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
This one was, so we got there, there's an MC, so one of James's friends was the MC, and every time we saw him walking up, it was like everybody was getting excited because we didn't know what was next. He would walk up, kind of introduce who was going to be talking next. The person would go up, give the most wonderful, beautiful, I mean, I truly fell in love with James and Shannon even more hearing people talk about them, you know, so somebody would give a speech and then we'd have the first course. We would talk about things, get excited for the next one. Go to the bathroom, refresh, then it would be time for the next speech, the next course. It was perfect.
So they were just getting ready to cut the cake. They just put the first knife into it, and all of a sudden there's a huge fireworks show off the beach of Positano onto the view. I mean, they kept this a surprise from everyone. They purposely wanted to do that.
How long did it go on? It kept being like a huge,
and we'd be like,
it was the final thing, and then it was just more and more.
Yeah.
People have come up to us since we've just left the wedding and said, oh, the fireworks.
Yes.
Like multiple people have seen the fireworks.
Crazy.
Everybody loved it.
So we cut the cake, had dessert, everything. I did a little quick change into a short dress, and we headed to the club. AJ's first club experience. I'm not really counting Mexico because
that's a certain type
that was just like
that's like bar club.
This was dance club.
This is a club in a cave that has been around.
The acoustics were insane.
I kept looking around being like, because my 20s, I did love a club, and I've been to lots of and I just, partying in a rock.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So we had it by ourselves. Like I said, it's the only club in Positano. We had it to ourselves for like an hour or two.
I feel like. I thought we were supposed to only have it till like midnight.
No idea.
We kept being past that. And
I have no idea. So all of a sudden, there was just like a bunch of other people in it. But while it was just us, we had little like neon cowboy hats. We danced with everybody.
Yeah,
like,
she got to do her father-daughter dance, and then their first. I thought that their first dance was coordinated. It wasn't. She said they practiced in the room that morning. I thought that dance was coordinated.
I thought it was too.
It's so good. It was one of the best nights of my life.
It was really good.
But after that certain point, we kind of had an area where we got to go up. We had like pizza,
like a little VIP
drinks.
area.
Yeah. Sorry if you guys can hear
the bells.
the bells. But after that, it wrapped up, and we were some of the last ones home.
Yeah. We left.
were.
We left. I think I left like 15 minutes after you.
Yeah, I left at about 3:15, so that's put you at about 3:30.
And I don't think my head touched the pillow until maybe 5. So AJ had a time.
AJ had a time, and she spent the night with her friends.
Yeah, I didn't even make it home.
Well, they were staying at the hotel where the wedding was, so I was like, you've made it as far as you need to go.
Once I got to the top of the hotel stairs, I said,
I'm done.
There's absolutely no chance I'm making it up any more stairs.
Yeah.
No more.
Oh, so I woke up the next morning, and I figured we'd be able to like extend our checkout. We had 27 minutes left for me alone to not only pack up mine and AJ's stuff, but me to have enough brain cells to figure out what I'm wearing that day, what I need to grab AJ clothes. Do we need to have anything else other than what's in this suitcase that I don't know that we'll see again?
And I snoozed through it all.
And she snoozed through it all, but I got the suitcases figured out. What was that? It's called, there's a specific word for the brunch. It's kind of like a farewell after the morning. It's
something.
Brunch. But everybody that was still kind of getting their flights out had brunch together and it was the perfect like little kiss to say goodbye to everybody. Just truly such a wonderful time. The Porters had our suitcases, and then
how did this happen?
We ended up in James and Shannon's honeymoon suite.
It was the first time, but it was not the first time planned.
No. And as we're sitting in their second honeymoon suite now, y'all, we had an Airbnb booked on Capri.
Yeah.
Shannon had this booked for them. They were going to stay one more night in Positano, then they were going to come over here. And then very last minute before the wedding, they were like, I think we would just want to get a boat and have some of the people stay out. And so they decided to charter a boat. This place could not get a refund. And that was after she had already done the boat and decided on that. So she had forgotten about this until she got the confirmation and said, oop, she was happy to let us have this one. And I was able to get a refund on our other one, 50%, but still a little bit of a refund. But that night I did say, Shannon, we cannot take your honeymoon suite. This is
at your wedding hotel.
They were already in this morning. They've already changed the sheets and everything. We've not slept in there, and it's paid for the night. Like, just stay there. And I was like, I think I said no probably about 4 more times. And she was like, I'm literally not having this conversation with you. You're staying there tonight, but I'll tell them. So we stayed in the honeymoon suite for our last night in Positano.
And it was insane.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This
y'all are
what we've
gonna-
experienced so far is crazy, and we are just so sorry. Things have been all over the place. We'll be able to hone back in here in Capri
Yes.
because that's where we are now, and that's what's coming soon. But we just had the time of our lives.
We really did. We really, really did.
It was an unforgettable experience. It was like a once in a lifetime.
We will never be in Positano the way we were in Positano.
We
this
will
time.
never experience anything like that ever again. And I wouldn't have changed. And I didn't
think-
even. I care about the camera so much, and I'll be upset about that when I'm home. But
As
like,
soon as we
for
get
that
home,
not to
she's
be
gonna-
anything I'm not even caring about, like, there's nothing could have brought me down. We love you so much, and we will see you in Capri.